Everybody knows this. You need to train, you need to get strong, you need to build muscle. But obviously, human beings are designed to be lazy. Fitness or strength training is not only where you see physical gains, you do genuinely see emotional benefits, mental benefits. It just helps you align in every way possible. I've been training clients as a PT since the age of 18. Before, it used to be really strange if I would tell people that I'm a personal trainer. Even my own dad, he used to be like, "Are you going to be a trainer in a gym? Are you serious? Is that what I'm going to tell my friends?" So they're still 5-10 years behind in their thought process with fitness.
Should adult children be responsible for their parents' health?
Absolutely. Challenge was to fit the gym in the living room. The gym costed about 25 to 30,000 dirhams. Dad started at 108 kilos. He's now sitting at 80 to 83 kilos. Now I've reached to that point where training is my therapy. So if I don't train, I feel like my head will blow up.
Today's guest is Vivek Korwani, and his story is going to challenge everything you think you know about success, family, responsibility, and what it really takes to build something meaningful. Vivek spent years as the go-to fitness trainer for A-lister celebrities like Fardin, Raja Kumari, living what most people would consider the dream life. Private jets, high-end hotels, premium rates, working with the most famous people in the world. Here's what makes his story fascinating. He walked away from all of that. He left the celebrity world, moved back to Dubai, and started something completely different. A mission to get every single person in Dubai moving, starting with his own parents. What you're about to hear is the real story behind the Instagram posts and the success highlights. The dark side of celebrity training that nobody talks about, why he built a gym in his living room for his parents, and how he's using Dubai's unique culture and leadership to build something that could change how we think about fitness, family, and community. If you have ever wondered what it's like to train celebrities, if you're struggling to get your own family healthy, or if you're thinking about leaving a successful career to build something more meaningful, this conversation is for you. Vivek, welcome to The Mask. I want you to start with something most people don't understand. Everyone thinks training celebrities like Fardin Khan, Raja Kumari is the dream life. Travel, money, perks, working with famous celebrities. But you walked away from all that. What's the dark side of training celebrities that nobody talks about?
I think it's very easy to see the advantages, the perks that we get while working with these people. Now, for instance, I have people that I look up to who are running fitness businesses, and I often look at them and be like, I want what they have. I want my business to be where they are. But we often just see the good things that they have. What if I were to think, or I were to tell you that you will also get the tough part, the bad things that they also go through, that is not visible. Like, yes, you do get paid well, but you always have to be on standby. Your session can be at 12 in the afternoon or even at 12 in the night. In my case, when I was working with celebrities, I only was working with 2-3 people because that's the maximum bandwidth you can have. Firstly, they're super chill. They're like, do things however you want. But when you get a call, there is a certain time period they expect you to be there. So then you yourself realize that you cannot take too much work or responsibility at the other end. And it's very natural that you cannot work with multiple celebrities at the same time. What if you will get to ask where you have to travel with both of them? Then how would you plan that? So you will only end up choosing one or two. In my case, Fardin Khan and Raja Kumari worked well because Fardin Khan was just working towards making his comeback in the industry. And we knew we needed a time frame of 1.5 to 2 years to properly work on not only his physique goals, but also some internal goals that he was going through in terms of challenges with his injuries and stuff. So I cannot take two big stars and work with them at the same time. Even though he's just trying to come back. But the importance of that is so much more. The first movie that he was working for or, preparing for would then decide how things would dictate for him in the industry.
Mm.
And now we know he's already done a few projects. That first step was the most important one.
Right.
So then it would only make sense for me to work someone like a Raja Kumari because I would not have to travel with her. She would do her time between Mumbai and New York, between US and India. So whenever she would be in India, I would cater to her. But otherwise, I would work with Fardin all the time. Apart from that, I would work with a few other clients virtually or online via my training app. The challenges, the dark sides, you definitely have to spend a lot of time with them because you're not only just strength training them, you're also taking care of their mobility, you're also taking care of their recovery. You're basically integrated into their life as a family to them.
So what's the time frame of the session with a celebrity if you're doing, like, for example, Fardin Khan? So how long does the session last?
There's no time to the session. You can train twice a day, you can train even thrice a day. And of course, as we see, the celebrities have a proper team. There's a strength coach in place, there's a physio in place, there's a food person in place, there's a chef. So then, me being the main center who's coordinating with everybody, I have to spend time with all the other team members also. When it comes to food, for example, when you make a plan, the plans can range from every week to every 2 weeks to every 4 weeks. Depends on the celebrity. Some people want that variety. Some people are happy eating the same.
Right.
Some people just want to change the base flavors. Some people, when they're stressed, they just cheat. One good thing about Fardin was when he would really feel stressed, he would be honest about it that, hey, listen, I want to eat my ice cream. So you create a plan for this particular day or these particular 2 days where I don't mind pushing more, but I need to do this, right? Because of their own personal challenges in their own personal lives. So unless you are working with them closely, you won't really be able to tell. Sometimes your sessions get pushed because they get a call to maybe do a shoot, to maybe do a script meeting. And then even they don't know what time they're going to finish.
Right.
So the same session that's scheduled for like 12 or 1 in the afternoon is now then happening at 7 p.m. So then if I have a soft plan that, okay, I'm going to do some home chores, I'm going to do my own training, then I have to be like shifting all those. But again, that's what you need to understand that comes with the job.
Right.
And you have to also know that there's only a certain age you can do this still.
So when did you realize that this is not sustainable for you?
As I was going deeper into the industry, after working with Fardin for 1.5 years, I started working with Varun Dhawan. This was my first month, fresh, right? Now, Varun Dhawan is someone who's even more busy as an actor. So the pressure came into a place where he stays right beside Fardin's house in the same community.
Okay.
So when I used to walk to Fardin's house up and down, his bodyguard saw me and Mubarak Bhai. And he was just like, I like your vibe. Even Varun sir has seen you. He would love to just speak to you. So I was very clear with him that, hey, I've been working with Fardin. He'll always be my first priority. I'm happy to help you, but I want you to respect that I am already with someone. And he was super nice about it. He was like, we'll make sure that our routines don't get mixed up and, we'll do everything and anything to keep it as smooth. If you want, I'll even talk to Fardin sir and we'll like set it up. Now, started training with him for a week or two. That's when Amazon started to properly like have the conversations with me because Amazon was going to sign me. The main contractor was going to be Amazon.
Okay.
Not Varun himself directly. He was working on some projects that I cannot still disclose, but along the lines of some American TV shows that would be now then a part of the Indian universe. So I realized that if I need to work with Varun, I'll have to stop working with Fardin. But then I'm someone who never forgets who really was there with me when I was trying to pick things up, right? Yes, sometimes it's tempting. You get more money, you get more perks. But at the end of the day, you want to have some ground to still stand on.
Right.
And that's when I realized that, okay, this is all great. But with celebrities, they have access to anyone and everyone.
Right.
They can get anyone from the world. Like whoever they put their eyes on, they can just contact them and they can bring them in.
Right.
They don't have a problem to pay.
Right.
Either they pay or the production pays. That's when things really started hitting me. And I realized that, okay, I feel like after 10 years, what if I'm just replaced? Yes, I would have made decent money, but money is not something that can buy time.
That's right.
So I would really lose out on all my golden time. And I just realized that if I put all this time into build something of my own, that would be more fruitful to me in the future.
100%.
And for me, honestly, I'm someone who loves to build things rather than just see the perks right away. I'm very happy to like for things to come to me much later.
Yeah.
What gives me more joy is to just wake up with a purpose and like keep hitting towards a goal. And also being honest, after some point of you working with a person, you do start being a little softer at some point. Like the same excitement that I had with Fardin working with him in the first year is not going to be the same all the time.
That's right.
So I know at some point it's going to come down for me, even for him. That's when you always question that what is a client's lifetime expectancy with a coach? 2 to 5 years is something that you can think of. I'm sure like as a tennis professional, when you also work with clients, you will also know that there is a certain amount of time the clients will stay with you.
That's right.
So then what after that? And if you're working with very limited amount of people, if suddenly something shakes up, then you feel that impact. That's why I realized that if I create a proper community, create a brand out of Get Build Daily, have a team of coaches, have a bigger vision, bigger purpose, even if a few clients move here and there, we're like trying to reach to a much more bigger target audience. We're like trying to impact much more lives. And in that process, if I still have the time to cater such A-listers, would be happy to do that.
Right.
That's when I realized that, okay, I think my time in Mumbai is pretty much done for now.
Yeah.
I should go back to Dubai and start to like go back into my roots and see how I can start making my base again over there.
Yeah. You were born and raised in Dubai, being successful at Mumbai, but you choose to come back. Walk me through that decision. What was calling you home?
So I moved out of Dubai in 2018. This was after my undergrad got over. And my dad's been in Dubai for more than 22 years. He's been here ever since he was 18. Worked with his uncle, then slowly started his own business. And then as the textile market came to a decline, he realized that, okay, he wants to move back. He wants to take things easy.
Yeah.
It was really tough for me to move out of Dubai in the first place. Because whoever is a Dubai kid watching this will relate. Dubai just pampers you. Dubai just spoils you.
Yeah.
The lifestyle, the standard of living. Especially if you're a kid who's grown up in Dubai, done their schooling, done their university, everything over here.
Yeah.
You cannot live in India. It's tough. India is like more hustle. You have to do things yourself.
Right.
So I was already in a big shock that, okay, we have to make this change.
Right.
Somewhere I was excited, but I was more nervous about things, about going through that change. Because I was like, I don't know what would I do in Jaipur. I am from Jaipur. And I knew about Mumbai. Oh, Mumbai is the city of dreams. Bandra, Juhu. This is where you find all the buzzing people. I just had no idea what needs to be done. I literally just booked a room in an apartment in Bandra. And I was like, I'll go there. I had like 3 to 6 months of savings. That helped because it was dirhams. So when I multiply that into INR, it's a little more, maybe about a year of savings.
Yeah.
Just joined a gym there. Literally hustled from scratch.
Hmm.
Had like no friends. Was very shy. Dubai, you already have a circle.
That's right.
And now circles are starting to change, grow. But Dubai used to be very closed.
Hmm.
People have their groups. They're always set. It's tough to like, as a newbie, it's tough to go in. I'm sure you will relate. It takes time for you to just set base with
That's
place, meet people, open up. The same thing happened with me in Mumbai as well. So it took me about a year to then meet people, understand what I wanted. So my first year, in fact, I was taking a break as a personal trainer because I've been training clients as a PT since the age of 18.
okay.
I did my certifications in university itself. I was very clear I wanted to be a PT, wanted to at some point start my own business. So it was pretty clear to me when I need to get my certifications, how I need to
Hmm.
study. Mum really wanted me to get an undergrad certificate
So
as
you
well.
started your journey here in Dubai itself?
Yes.
Okay.
So when I started my first year of university, that's when I got my first PT certification. Literally to keep my mom's promise that, okay, you will get the undergrad, because she realized at that time how important it was.
Hmm.
And in fact, the job that actually helped me build my career, helped me be where I am today, also required for me to have an undergrad certificate. So when I was applying for it, I then realized that, okay, if I didn't really have one,
Yeah.
if I would go against my parents and say that I don't want to do it, I would probably not be able to do that job.
So what was calling you home back to Dubai?
After being in Mumbai, after seeing the situations of these challenges of working with celebrities, I realized that I need to come back to Dubai. It had already been 4 years I was away from Dubai. And that's when I decided to say no to both of them, to Fardin Khan and to Varun Dhawan.
Yeah.
And of course, I upset people in the process because whatever I brought on the table, they were really happy with.
Hmm.
And then suddenly to change and tell someone that, hey, I don't think I want to continue anymore. I just had to look out for myself, honestly, because I realized that if I did not move back to Dubai, I would be getting much more deeper in the industry and there's no way to get out of it.
Yeah.
Because then you're signing contracts for 2 to 5 years and then you cannot get out of it.
Right.
I planned my first visit trip back to Dubai 2023 of July.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, let me just come for 4 weeks. Let me just see what's happening in Dubai now.
So your parents were living here only?
The parents were not here anymore.
Okay.
So they were in Jaipur and I just decided to come back by myself for 4 weeks just to see how things are. And when I came back to Dubai, things were very different. Dubai had moved from the old Dubai, which is your Karama, Bar Dubai, which is your World Trade Center. Dubai before used to be very centric from your downtown to the World Trade Center. That would be the main Dubai. So a lot of your Karama, Satwa, Bar Dubai would come a lot more into the light.
Hmm.
And then anything beyond that was still in development. A lot of construction works were going on. But then when I came back in 2023 July, I noticed that Dubai has slowly shifted from this side of the town to more that side. Then when I came back, all my friends from school, from university, they have all moved out towards the new Dubai, towards Barsha, all of these new locations.
Hmm.
In my space, fitness, a lot more people are aware about fitness. A lot more people are taking personal training. They see the value of paying. They see the value of using that service.
Yeah.
Before, it used to be really strange if I would tell people that I'm a personal trainer, especially in my Sindhi community.
Hmm.
Even my own dad, he used to be like, are you going to be a trainer in a gym? Are you serious? Is that what I'm going to tell my friends? That
Hmm.
my son is a trainer, is a gym trainer? And of course, it was really hard to fight all the criticism from the people. But then this time when I came in, I realized that, okay, a personal trainer has a different value. It's completely in your hands how you place yourself, how you keep brushing up your skills as a personal trainer. And just visited a few gyms in Dubai Mall, in Al Quoz, saw the standard of the gyms there. Here in Dubai, it's much more friendly for personal trainers to just work on a freelance capacity.
Hmm.
Before, you had giants like Fitness Firsts, Gold Gym. So if you want to come into Dubai and slowly start building your career, you will apply to the fitness first and the gold gyms to work there, learn from there, have your experience. But now you can just come in as a personal trainer to Dubai, get your own visa, join a freelance gym. There are literally more than 5 to 7 in Al Quoz, 5 to 7 in downtown.
So you don't have to be assigned with any specific gym. You just be a freelancer and you go to any of the gym and you can
Exactly.
train. Wow.
You literally just have to pay your gym membership.
Hmm.
Whichever client you take to that gym, they will pay their gym membership. You can train your clients in the gyms. They don't care.
Makes sense.
As long as you have your proper PT certifications, you submit them to the gym. That's what I really love about Dubai. There's proper law and order. You submit your certifications paperwork, you can train your clients there. A lot of people on the basis of that have built their own businesses,
Right.
just like we have at Get Build Daily. So I work with other 2-3 personal trainers that work with me on the team, and we all cater to our clients. But we just work all together as a team. So you have all these options in Dubai. And when I came, I saw all this, I was like, okay, I think the universe is working well in my favor, and it's time to actually come back and slowly plant that small seed, which I'm in no rush for it to grow 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, because you only know how things will keep changing
Right.
with the development, with the construction, with the people coming in, with the war, Russia, Ukraine. You see so many people just realize what doors Dubai has opened for everybody.
That's right.
You just see the crowd coming in, and then you realize that, okay, you would want to be in this place, especially when I'm brought up over here. You do have certain advantages, like
You have the contact.
touch wood, people do know me by name.
Yeah.
So it's not that challenging for me to come back and
start from
slowly
scratch.
again start from scratch, slowly again, put my mark in the society between people. And if your work is good, you will get noticed.
That's right. Yeah, people here, they appreciate you for your work. Not like India where they try to pull you down and get over you.
Exactly. Like in Mumbai, for example, it was super hard for me to find gyms where I could work as a freelancer. They would ask me to pay a percentage of every session I would do with my clients in the gym. So they're still 5-10 years behind in their thought process with fitness, which is also changing now. But you have a lot more challenges. It's not really straightforward as things are in Dubai. Some coaches are really good at their skill, but they don't know how to sell. They don't know how to market.
Yeah.
They find it challenging to get more clients. So these are the certain things I want to build and pass on to them via Get Build Daily, and actually teach them that, hey, this is how you do things.
Right. So after moving to Dubai, when your parents moved, you put up a gym in your living room. Most people can't even get their parents to eat vegetables. How did you convince them to work out?
It's pretty ironic because when we were young, mom, dad always used to be behind our lives to eat vegetables, this, that. But then you see as they grow older, they start to actually mentally feel much more younger.
Yeah.
So you are the one who's actually trying to like take care of them, push them. Oh, you should not eat this, you should not eat that. And they'll be like, oh, can I have one ice cream today? I really, if there's like a sweet box come in, especially in our Indian culture,
Yeah.
in every festive season, you get so many of these coming in.
Right.
So it's so hard to keep it from them. And here it's the other way around. Like they are actually sneaking and trying to eat. And I'm like, okay, now.
Yeah.
I mean, mom's always been on the healthier side. Dad's always been not unhealthy, but he's always had that boss belly.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a very funny or like a serious or a mix of things where they would just let these things go by making fun of it. Like, oh yeah, if I don't have a stomach, I won't be like, known as a boss.
Yeah.
But I realized that my parents are still young, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like dad's in early 50s, mom's in late 40s.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to help him, especially him, and just be behind them to get in shape. But they were in India, I was here trying to just build my base. And I was pretty clear that the moment I settle in well here, I want to get them back to Dubai.
Yeah.
I want to live with them. That's the whole beauty in terms of how I see things.
Right.
I don't want to stay away from my parents.
Yeah.
They're super chill. They never trouble me in my things. I share everything with them. So the moment I was in a good place, I could bring them back to Dubai. I had a certain vision that, okay, I need a 2-bedroom apartment at least. And I want to make the living room into a gym so that they can train. I can train them. Or eventually, as I grow, one of my team members can train them. We take care of them. Now, everybody knows this. You need to train. You need to get strong. You need to build muscle. If you avoid these things, if you avoid paying money to a professional who can help you do these things, you're eventually going to end up paying money to doctors or spend in medicines.
Right.
And then your old age is going to be full of more struggles.
Right.
Now, I really don't want to be doing that. Like all my hard-earned money, I don't want to be giving it to doctors or spending it in medicines. So I'd rather spend it in their supplements, in their vitamins, in their diet. Never in my life, my mom had a cook. She would do things by herself. I come from a very typical middle-class family. So even paying a decent amount of salary is like something very new for my family, right? Like I tell them that, hey, I'm paying this much to my coaches. And they'll be like, what? Are you serious? Because it's of no concept to them.
Yeah.
Especially even in the textile market for my dad, they would pay like low ball salaries, 2,000, 2,500.
Yeah.
And in today's time, you can't even stay in that much money.
Right.
Like your stay itself would cost you like 3,500
Yeah,
to
especially in a
4,500.
place like city like Dubai.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Even if you need a room in an
That's right.
apartment, it's so expensive.
That's right.
I need to create a certain standard for these guys. I need to push them initially. And they did want to do it, but obviously we all are lazy as human beings. Human beings are designed to be lazy. Like, when people say, oh, our ancestors used to do so much, this, that. But unfortunately, we're not in that era.
Right.
The world has made such a big shift. We have all these comfortable couches and tables and access to such tasty food, which is also processed.
Everything is just a tap away on your phone.
Exactly. People are just on their Instagrams. If you check even mine or your scroll time on the phone, it's hours and hours. Like we're spending
4 to
half
5
of our
hours.
life
Yeah.
just scrolling. So to actually get out of this is impossible, firstly. So the fraction amount of people that are actually trying to do fitness, hats off to them.
Yeah.
And I knew that I need to make that shift for my parents as well. The gym costed about 25 to 30,000 dirhams. And for them to know that is already a big heart attack or a shock,
Yeah.
Like, how can you do this? Especially everybody comes to Dubai with this one big dream that, oh, I want to buy my own house.
Yeah.
Every parent has that dream that, oh, we should have our own property. So they were like, what are you doing? You're spending this much money when you're supposed to be saving to buy your own property.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. You need to be alive and be in good shape to be able to get there, to be able to see me get my own house.
Right.
So what we have now, let's first do things in there. And yeah, that's where the idea came in that I need to really push them to do this. And then automatically that triggered that, okay, he has spent so much now. We have to do this.
Yeah.
And another thing that helped me really get into their brain was telling my dad that, hey, I want you to look like the same shape that you were on your wedding day. And he looks so similar to me. He's like super lean, wearing such a tight suit. I was like, if you look like this, I will marry the same day.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's something to laugh about.
Yeah.
But these are the things I would even do with clients. Like just try to get in their head psychologically, help them find their why. And yeah, somehow I've managed to keep them hooked
Right.
and work towards their fitness journey. I think dad started at 108 kilos. He's now sitting at 80 to 83 kilos.
Wow.
It's been 13, 14 months since we started. It's been like 1.5, slightly over 1.5 years since they moved back to Dubai. Mom started at 68. And now she's sitting at about 59,
Wow.
59 and a half. Yeah.
These are the big numbers.
These are the big numbers, and they're not sports people. Like my dad would do a lot of kushti, a lot of wrestling back in his school days. Didn't do university. My mom would play cricket in her school. Literally married off while she was supposed to give her 12th grade exams. So she didn't even finish her 12th grade exams and she just got married off. So these were the challenges and these were the conditions they're coming from. And I also knew that whatever I'm trying to pursue in my life, wherever I'm trying to reach, it's going to be super challenging. Because I've seen my friends, and when they come from a background where their parents are doctors, engineers, their standards are set so much higher.
That's right.
The support that they get is so much different. Like when I wanted to start playing basketball, go to basketball coaching in school, we never had a car.
Right.
So for me to be able to go to coaching for basketball practice at school, I would have to ask my friends to please, can I join you guys? It's not natural for people to be able to take you every time. So there would be times where people are like, oh, today I'm going out from there directly, so I can't take you.
Yeah.
And then I would also face groupism where I'm playing better than my friends. And just because they don't want me to, they would be like, oh, today we are going out. They would not go out, but they would just not take me along with them. So now I was like, okay, I have to create my own path. Initial resistance from parents that, oh, you don't need to do this. We don't have to pay extra for your basketball coaching. But then I told them that, no, I will make something good out of this. I really want to go. So please, then go by RTA buses, leave much earlier.
Yeah.
Then as they saw I'm doing better with these things, they also start to realize that, okay, let us support him. Let him do what he needs to do. And that's when I started changing their perspective.
So it started back then to change the way they look at life.
Exactly.
But I'm more interested to know about how did your first session with them go through? Like they were resisting or were they complaining? What was their reaction when you had your first session with your parents?
That way they're really headstrong. And obviously I get both their qualities. So they never complain. I am someone who likes to educate people. So I seriously took them as clients, took them through the sessions exactly how I would take my clients through the process. And until I had a team, I was coaching them one-on-one, starting from their mobility to their strength training, to their cool downs. Now, dad has knee pain challenges. Mom has some back pain challenges. After giving birth, women have a weaker core. They don't really get that importance or their support from their in-laws or their husbands. Also, dad had his own challenges to be at work to make sure he can run the house. So mom never really got that chance to strengthen her foundations. So I focused on their foundations. First worked on a lot of rehab work with mom for her lower back, dad for his knee. Started some strengthening exercises. Slowly paired things up. Of course, they gave me some resistance to like, oh, not today, let's do tomorrow. And initially when you do start, you become so much sore, right? So when they were super sore, that's when things actually started to get challenging.
Yeah.
And I made them realize that, okay, it's just these first 2-3 weeks, you're going to be like super sore. Once you cross this, you'll be like feeling great about yourselves. The tough part was to push them to do homeworks. Because we would train 3 times a week, every alternate days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But the other days, I'd align some homeworks for them. Like you have to do your leg raises, you have to do your crunches to keep the core strengthened up. I put an air bike, assault air bike in the gym. You have to do that.
Or the injury prevention.
Exactly. So the air bike is something which is really irritating, by the way. It's like you're juicing the hell out of your body, right? So obviously it's hard for them when I'm not around and they have to actually be accountable to themselves, sit and finish that. I would like call them when I'm at work. I would be like, did you do your homework today? Why? This, that. And then mom does things much easier than dad. So I have to like stand in front of dad. I would finish my work, come stand in front of him like, you have to do it. I will not sleep otherwise. So that way, there was a lot of cross support. And just like any other client, you have to push. Sometimes people pass the train and, they just pick things up really well. Sometimes they cannot get on the train and they just like, okay, this is not for me, and they lose the ball. But with my parents, I was very headstrong that there's no way I'm going to let them lose the ball. They have to do this.
Yeah.
I was literally like, I'm not going to take care of you if you're struggling in life in the future. Like, I will only take care of you if you take care of yourself first.
Right. So what's your controversial take on this? Should adult children be responsible for their parents' health?
Absolutely. I don't see a reason why they should not. Let's be real, right? The world is shifting, and especially in this culture where everybody wants to stay by themselves, which is a great feeling. We all respect space, and everybody has a different relationship with their parents. But I would encourage folks our age, older than us, younger than us, to directly or indirectly make these small efforts to make sure their parents are active or move in some way or the other. Even if you're not that close to your parent, when they go through tough times, it will affect you in some way or the other.
Yeah.
So even if you're someone who stays far away, but your parents are here in Dubai, do some small gestures for them that motivates them to move, to take that step to start getting healthy. Even in your 50s, you will not really feel it as much.
No, but I see a very big challenge in Indian parents' mentality, especially that they have their traditional mindsets. They prefer just going out and walking instead of going to the gym and doing some functional work or mobility. They don't believe in all that.
In my experience, it all boils down to spending money. Especially we as Indians are very, I don't think stingy is the right word, but we are very calculative. That's how the culture is. Things haven't really come easy to us.
Yeah,
So
we have to work really hard.
We have to work really hard for things. Even in a place like Dubai, where you have people with all sorts of nationalities, you will see a certain crew, a certain crowd hustling way more than the others.
Right.
Because of this mentality of being stingy or not wanting to spend on things. Like I've seen this. People would spend as much as they would want to shop, to buy all the expensive brands,
To travel wherever they want.
Because they feel that experience is worth spending on rather than paying a professional who would actually help them get in shape or help them have that impact to actually show the difference. And fitness, our strength training is not only where you see physical gains, you do genuinely see emotional benefits, mental benefits. It just helps you align in every way possible. So when we start changing this, and now a lot of people have actually started to change these things, by the way. Like we have so many clients who are just about doing their priorities. And these people are not even like really like comfortable in life. They earn enough to spend enough, but they understand that they want to buy their time back by investing in their fitness so that they feel healthier and they can carry that throughout.
Right.
So I feel like the moment we start changing that, it will make a big difference. As I keep saying always, walking is not really exercise. Let's say that whenever we all travel to Europe, a very common destination where you can walk as much as you want. Walking is so common in Europe.
Right.
It's just a normal part of their daily lives.
That's bare
walking
minimum.
and cycling,
Yeah,
right?
bare minimum.
Bare minimum. 10,000, 15,000 steps. People who don't walk here will go walk out there and just get these many steps. Whoever's watching this, I want them to think about this. Whenever you've gone on such vacations where you've gotten to really walk a lot, how have you felt? Have you not felt lighter? Have you not felt more happier, more aligned with your brain? Yes, Dubai is not made probably to walk everywhere, but there are areas you can walk. There are ways you can do things. So yeah, it all starts from there, but you do have to add strength in some of the ways you can. And this is where the name and the concept of Get Built really comes in place. That you show up for yourself daily, no matter what, or no matter what part of your life this is. Just how we show up in terms of work, That's how we show up in terms of family.
Hmm.
We also have to show up for ourselves.
For ourselves.
In some way or the other.
So I want you to give me the exact framework to someone listening who want to get their parents fed but don't know how to start. So what are the first 3 steps they should take?
I think food comes first, especially if someone's vegetarian. Vegetarian is a very high carb dominant diet and lacks a lot of protein. So for vegetarians or non-vegetarians, focus on upping your protein intake as much as possible. You need to make sure you are trying to put on muscle. Put on muscle will come even after. First, you have to maintain what you have.
Right.
So the moment you start to add more protein, so I would just recommend focusing that your parents eat enough protein. Yes, they will be resistant towards this because there are lots of myths around protein. It will damage your kidneys.
Yeah.
It will do this. It will do that. So start educating your parents.
But how do I get them started? Okay, I'll give you an example of my parents only. My mom especially, okay, she's a vegetarian and she doesn't want to take any kind of supplements. She only eats veg. So how can we include protein in her diet?
See, you can just start by adding veg sources of protein, which is your Greek yogurts, which is your paneer, which is your soy chunks. You have to be creative with the recipes. Is there a cook who
No.
makes food?
No.
She makes it
She
herself.
makes it herself, yeah.
Great. That's also a good way to look at this. If she's cooking, if she's doing things in the house, she's already active. So then from there, we need to understand that how can we allot at least 3 hours a week for her strength training? You as a son can gift her a few personal training sessions, maybe with a local coach. Once you do that, she might be upset about you just spending on these things because, of course, it's not natural for them to do that.
Yeah.
But then she also wouldn't want to waste it.
Yeah.
So she would respect and actually start
Yeah.
doing it.
She'll be accountable.
She might throw fits like, oh, I hate this, why, this, that. But then as she starts doing it, she will realize in a month that this is actually valuable for her. It makes her feel more better. With some people, I've noticed that they start with food first. With some people, I've noticed they start with training first. So we have to try 2 channels.
Right.
If the food part is more tighter or tougher, you get her to start training first. Once she starts training, what's going to actually happen is she will start to feel more hungry. She will slowly align her circadian rhythm in time. She would sleep properly in time. She would wake up in time. She would feel hungry in time. As a female, her whole hormonal cycle will properly reset. Then you can probably like start adding in about the food. Me as a coach, don't believe in a structured program for people. Because coaching is not about structure. Coaching is about systems. Structure and systems are not same. So you have to teach people according to how they will absorb things. If you just give her a textbook plan, breakfast, lunch, dinner, eat this, she might be able to follow it for a month or 2, but then after that she'll slip off. So we need to crack something inside their brain for them to learn these things. Now let's say she's a vegetarian. You can easily explain to her that she should be able to eat chilla. She should be able to do some foods that she likes. It's a little more in depth of a homework. But then whenever you visit her, you can just sit down with her, make a small list of the foods that she likes, and then start from there. Even if they like home food only, you can start with that. And then slowly start pushing and adding things there.
One more pattern which I see in my parents, or they say that, okay, we are having dal every day, and they assume that there's a lot of protein in dal. Secondly, there's a lot of rise of diabetes in the South Asian culture lately. So what's your thought on that?
As you said, half of it, I knew where exactly this was going to go. And it's not only amongst your parents, it's amongst mine and people who watch. I'm sure they can relate that We all get this. That, yeah, I'm eating too much dal. There's so much protein in there. But I would just like to state some facts to start with. If you look up the amount of protein in dal, this is how you will see the numbers. Let's take tur dal, right? 100 grams of raw tur dal has about 65 to 70 grams of carbs and 15 to 20 grams of protein. But that's 100 grams of raw dal, not cooked dal. Right? So 100 grams of raw dal would probably be a whole
Cooker.
a whole cooker
Yeah.
that the only one person has to eat. But you also get 70 grams of carbs with it. That's like almost 80% of the food you're supposed to eat in a day. And then going more into detail about the amino acid profiles of the proteins, doesn't have all of them. So you can't...
The chain doesn't complete.
Exactly. It's more towards a very fibrous part of your nutrition rather than protein. Yes, dal is amazing. Dal can fill you up if you can use it strategically. But you cannot rely on dal. Not only dal, by the way. All the lentils, the whole family. That will include all your black chanas, your red kidney beans, your chickpeas. Yes, they might have 5 more grams of protein in them in a whole 100 grams. But they all would be under the family of carbohydrates. They're not protein. Now, it requires a little more deeper explanation to sit with them, to show them these things. And it has actually been so much more challenging for people like us to pass on this message because big Indian nutritionists would sit on such podcasts and just bullshit about how dal is good, how you should eat seasonal and all those things. Yes, you should in terms of your fruits and vegetables. But it doesn't mean you shut things down by just telling people, oh, you can eat dal. There are certain levels of being ethical where you just don't throw controversial things because you want a small short clip to get viral. That's stupid.
Right.
Yes, if you are backing your statement by showing scientific things, then it makes sense. Like you look up for yourself, just Google 100 grams of dal. What does it actually have? All right. Apart from dal, you're not going to just eat dal, right? You're going to pair it with rice. You're going to pair it with roti. Rice and roti are only carbohydrate sources. So you're stacking that whole meal with so much carbs and you're thinking you're eating healthy, but you're not realizing that how much of a spike it gives to your blood sugar levels. So the food doesn't get metabolized properly. There's so much less protein in your meal that you're just spiking your blood sugar levels all the time. What's going to happen if you're not going to be diabetic? Someone like you who's just lean but has diabetes. How is that possible? Because of the way we have been eating, because of the whole beginning of how people started to pursue dal as a protein, goes way, way long back. When India was not even India, was probably British-led India. They would take up all the good quality ingredients, all the good quality foods, send it back to their place and leave all the cheap, low-grade quality for us, which is the rice, which is the dal. They don't really cost a lot.
Right.
But when you actually go to buy high-quality veg proteins, they do cost slightly more significant an amount. From there, all our ancestors started eating all the basics, dal, rice, vegetables. That's why you would see majority of an Indian plate would only consist of that. Even if by mistake, if there is some paneer in there, you will see the gravy to be so much up to the brim of the bowl and there'll be like 3-4 pieces in there.
4 pieces of paneer, yeah.
So do you think that's really enough? Then we actually need. The moment people start to understand this, things start to change. And of course, the new India is not the same. The things that we get in Dubai, in terms of the Greek yogurts, in terms of the protein milks, in terms of so many things that are like just easily accessible to us in almost every grocery, is now also happening in India. But still in a lot of tier 2, tier 3 cities, people are still backward in terms of their mentality, or people do not see the value in spending on their food.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if you look at the McDonald's, the salad they're selling is at the price of $12. And if you see the cheeseburger price, that is just $1 or $2, which is affecting them in a long run, the longevity, the way they live their life.
This reminds me when my dad came to Dubai, this is how they would eat.
Hmm.
They would just have 2 meals a day. They would subscribe to a tiffin service in Meena Bazaar.
Hmm.
They would get like a steel tiffin, like 3, 4 boxes.
Yeah.
And that would have rotis and sabzis and dal and no protein. And then in the evening, they would have like 50 fills, 2 cupcakes, sweets cupcakes, and they would have like a chai.
Hmm.
So when people are hustling in their early years, they want to work hard, they want to save all their hard earned money and think that, oh, when I have this much significant amount, I will spend and I will, take care of my health and, I will be good. For now, it's okay.
Hmm.
But they don't understand this, that the time that they are going to lose in their early young years are not going to come back. So even though you do make the money, but then all that money is later going to go in servicing your body,
Hmm.
which is not as healthy as you were before.
Right.
If we have 2 cups and 1 cup has a leakage hole, which is our time,
Hmm.
my time has gone. So I've literally lost the whole cup, whatever is in there. The money always stays.
Hmm.
Even if I drink more, I can always fill more in there.
That's right.
There's no leakage there.
Hmm.
Money can always be earned.
Hmm.
But once the time cup is empty, it's too late.
Hmm.
In fact, even my own self, it took me so much time to realize my self-worth, to understand that time is way more valuable than money is. You can always bring the money back.
That's right. You can work hard and earn money anytime, but you can't go back in time and change things.
Exactly.
Powerful. So, Vivek, as you know, Sheikh Mohammed have introduced November Fitness Month. How does having leadership that prioritizes fitness change a city's culture?
Look at the month of November,
Hmm.
the 30 by 30 fitness challenge.
Hmm.
It's such a beautiful initiative. And being a part of Dubai from when I was newborn, seeing how things have evolved after people and leaders like Faza have come in the picture, have realized that for the longevity of the country or the city, the things that are required to put in place to build that culture, to bring that importance amongst the people. Now there are so many things to do in Dubai in terms of fitness. Even if you don't want to spend on your fitness, you have so many places that you can go to and just do fitness for free. You have to just put yourself there in the place. There's your kite beach. There are such beautiful running tracks there. There are pull-up bars. There are dip bars. You just have to have that will to actually put yourself out there and actually do these things. You have so many new cycling tracks in place. You have access to so many new gyms, so many new clubs. Dubai has really progressed with their fitness game and how things have changed. In today's time, there are so many run clubs. So if you are someone who doesn't really enjoy or feel motivated to train by themselves, you can actually go to so many of these community events where you get to not only meet new people, but also get pushed by them to slowly get better at your craft or to learn a new craft. That's what attracted me back to Dubai and always reminded me that Dubai is always home. Whatever I would want to do in terms of my vision, I could easily connect and relate to Dubai, where I could actually come in and actually slowly start spreading this.
So, how does it make you feel like when a ruler of this city is promoting the lifestyle you stand on?
It feels amazing, especially when you see the ruler leading the whole run on Sheikh Zayed. It's unreal. It just makes people so comfortable and so inviting to just go and join them. The way the city has its discipline, the way they organize things, the way it's accessible for anyone and everyone from all walks of life. Whether you are a CEO or you're just an employee, you can do fitness. There is space for everyone to jump into this space, jump into fitness, take up these things in their own small capacities.
So I want you to sell me on Dubai. What does this city offer for fitness and wellness that nowhere else in the world does?
The quality, the standard of the infrastructure Dubai brings, I haven't still seen that anywhere else. The level of gyms you have, the level of public spaces that you have, the level of safety and security that you have. For a female to be running at night, early in the morning, before the sun has come up, and for them to feel so safe and secure. Something that I can really brag about, being someone who has been brought up in Dubai. The kind of food, the kind of culture from all walks, from super cheap to all the way to the high quality, expensive foods, you can find everything. You can see the classic cultural foods, the hummus, the shawarmas, the whole Arabic food, from all the way to the fine dines. You have everything that you need here. And to be able to explore these things. The amount of people that are moving here, have moved here from all culture and backgrounds. There are so many communities in every languages. You have your Lebanese, you have your Indian cultures, you have your British, you have your Americans. Now, not only they're running their own cultural fitness aspects, but they're all also coming together to make things bigger. Brands are doing such big initiatives. Brands are linking up with run clubs. Brands are linking up with fitness companies to do events, to spread more awareness, to pass on the message, to achieve something bigger in fitness.
You mentioned infrastructure. Like, what infrastructure is Dubai providing, which is different than the other part of the world?
Let's look at the size of an average gym in Dubai. It's going to be so much more bigger than you would probably find in a Mumbai or in a New York, even in a London, right? So the normal size gym is going to be something that people will think of it as a huge gym in any other place. The amount of space that you have here to create all these things is unreal. I've been to gyms where I've seen proper Olympic-sized pools in the gym.
Wow.
So then you're just blown away. Comparing to a place like Mumbai or a place like New York, where you would probably have to travel 45 minutes to even an hour to go to a proper pool to, get your training in.
Yeah.
Since the last 3 years, every December I was traveling at least 15 to 20 days. But this year, I realized and I genuinely connected so much more with Dubai that I haven't traveled in the month of December. It actually feels like I'm working and I'm enjoying my holiday at the same time. Almost every morning or evening, I'm running, I'm cycling, I'm swimming, I'm lifting, doing the same with my clients as well. Like we're trying to go out in groups, enjoy the beautiful weather, enjoy the sunrise, enjoy the sunsets. There's no price to nature.
So what's your take on Dubai's vision for becoming the world's most active city?
I think it's already coming in place. When you try to go to a kite beach on Saturday or a Sunday, it's so crowded. I've never seen so many people run on the track at the same time. Like you literally have no place to run on the track. These are my predictions. This will enforce the government to see bigger and better light. And I would love for them to start creating more space in terms of people to be able to walk. So that whole disconnect that the areas have eventually can start slowly connecting in some way or the other. Of course, we have those months where it's really hot, impossible to walk. But I see things change in that demeanor as well. I see more and more cycling tracks come in place so that we can encourage more people to cycle, go to places, walk and go to places. Lesser use of cars, at least the petrol cars, maybe more electric vehicles come in. The more growth and the more we spread fitness in terms of how we can reach to people. I see small areas and small locations in Dubai being internally connected and having their own fitness communities going on. The vision to spread more fitness is eventually going to grow when the vision to have more training spaces will start coming in all these locations.
I mean, I see a huge difference between how I was training back in India when I was pursuing tennis professionally to how I moved here. Now I train kids. But the kind of facilities here are world class. Where in India, I had to like connect the dots in terms of, okay, fitness, okay, I need to go there to get this. Now for tennis training, I need to go somewhere else. Here, I see everything is provided in that one small diameter of area, which helps you, of course, save a lot of time.
It all boils down to the importance and the priority people see or take towards these things. Like now, if you see Dubai is buzzing with paddle, it's just been a couple years, but the amount of paddle places that have opened, the amount of people that are going to play paddle, badminton, racket sports is thriving. People are enjoying playing amongst each other. So friends are actually not hanging out in cafes, but they're actually hanging out in paddle courts, in tennis courts, in badminton courts.
Yeah.
So that's such a good way to get your steps in, also have fun with your friends, also spend weekends in a better manner.
Yeah. I noticed this one new trend also in Dubai, that people on their birthday, they are not organizing parties. They are keeping birthday hikes. They are keeping birthday fitness session, which is complete shift from a mindset where you were going for a party, like, okay, let's go, let's get drunk tonight, to let's get fit together.
Exactly. We like literally recently did one fitness party and there were about 30, 35 people there.
Wow.
And it was such an amazing flow. At the end of it, you're giving healthy meals to your people. It's just so nice to see that. You see so many of these day coffee parties happening now where you're not really seeing people have alcohol, but they're having coffee. They're like connecting to people on good music. So you're getting your steps in, you're enjoying the music, you're enjoying the coffee. The notion of partying is also changing now. Rather than people partying in the night, people are partying in the day.
Yeah.
Actually trying to go back early, unwind, sleep on time, wake up early. I think the generations are now coming back to the old cycle. People are marrying early, people are more conscious about their fitness.
They want to have
People are not really
kids.
like, yeah, people want to pass on the right habits, the right teachings to their future. And it's good to see that because people even younger than me are actually trying to do this. So sometimes when I feel a little comfy or a little naughty, I see my peers and I go like, oh, I need to be like them.
So your motto is, we are still athletes no matter our age. But most people gave up that identity in school. How do you help someone rediscover their inner athlete?
Starting with my own self, when life happens, life's pressures come onto people, work, running houses, running responsibilities, expenses. The first thing they neglect or ignore is their own health, their own fitness. The first thing I try to tap into them, whoever comes to us to train or with a specific goal, I just try to ask them that, why are you trying to do this? So the best way to do this is to find out their why. And I can tell you by experience that half of the people don't really know their why. when you try to go into their brains and try to understand why they're trying to do this, Dubai thrives on transformations, before afters. So everybody wants to come and be like, oh, I want to lose this much. I want to look like this. Great. But for who? For you or for someone else? Or for just people out there? So that's when I try to slowly put that message and try to understand what is the actual reason why they want to achieve something. I explain to them the pillars of built, BUILT. Get built daily, strength train 3 times a week, get your steps in, at least 8 to 10,000. Track your meals from Monday to Friday. Weekends, you can have some soft room because you want to also live life. It's all about balance. Weekends, you can spend time with your loved ones, friends, family. All are these small things that we bring in. We try to make them understand why they're doing certain things. People think that they can achieve their goal in 3 to 6 months. Some can, but it requires a certain effort, a certain cost for them to be able to achieve that.
Consistency.
So when I start talking about these things to them, it makes them realize or slowly connect with why they are coming back. I would ask them questions like, did you play sports in school? Were you active as a child? What were your hobbies? Or what are your current hobbies? Half of them have at some point played for their school or for their university. Some people also still are living in their past, where they're like, I used to play basketball. I was so good. And, they're like completely a different person now. But they're still talking to you about what they were. So then I try to show them that you still are that person. And the fact that you still keep going back there is what brings you here. You want to be able to still do these things. So it takes a different kind of effort to help people tap into their own selves to then connect to be an athlete. I think everybody is an athlete. Last Sunday, I took my mom to the beach. I had a 2-hour run. And she was like, Vivek, you run, I will cycle. And I was like, Mom, you cycle? I had no idea. Like, I knew she used to cycle back in the days when she was super young and when she was in school. But I've never seen her cycle. She was like, yeah, I cycled 30 years back. And I'm like, oh, shit. So people have just let themselves go with their life situations.
And have suppressed their
And have
inner kid.
suppressed their inner child, have suppressed these very simple things that can make them feel so much happy. So when you allow people to open up and to give them a chance to be able to do these things, then only they will be able to thrive.
That's right.
So the whole idea is to give them room, give them time. Some people are super fast with starting. Some people need their own time and space. But I do feel that everybody has their own way to be an athlete, to be that child that they have somewhere lost within themselves.
So I want you to tell me the difference between someone who exercises and someone who thinks like an athlete.
I will relate to the same one person with two different personalities. One person who just wants to work out as a lifestyle, as a stress buster, as a relief to that 1 hour in their day where they completely disconnect with the world, don't use their phone, just come to work out, to feel easy, to just let their stress go, loosen up, either before their long day of work or either after their long day of work. While the same person who makes sure all the 5 pillars are achieved, steps are achieved, sleep is achieved, trainings are never missed, food is on point, and then they work with me or with my coaches to actually design goals for them. How? They would look into their fitness event calendar, the fitness events that are happening all across Dubai or even the UAE, where you have your marathons, where you have your triathlons, where you have your Spartan races, your Tough Mudders, where you have your workshops. There are people who are so much more into this who would actually plan the whole calendar that, okay, this month I'm doing this month I'm doing that, this month I'm doing this. So there are all levels of people who would actually either work like an athlete or would train because they're aware that this would help them and just want to keep it there. There are people from all walks of life.
So it helps them push harder. It keeps them hooked to the next goal, then the next goal.
Exactly. And the kind of clients who come to me, I easily differentiate them within the first two meetings itself. In our onboarding process, we sit down with the clients, help them fill a form together with us, and then understand there. Are you looking for a photo shoot? Let's book a date. We will gift you a photo shoot. So that it motivates them to achieve into that kind of shape, to get to that kind of goal. Are you someone who just wants to train for being healthy, being happy? So you can easily identify which kind of a person wants to take which route. Are you someone who wants to train for a goal? Are you training for a marathon? Are you training for a competition? Do you play cricket, competitive cricket? Are you training for that? Are you playing tennis? Do you want to train for competitive tennis? So there are all kinds of people. Sometimes people don't know what they want. So then we help them find that reason of why they want to do certain things, what they want. And sometimes I've made people into athletes that they don't even realize they have the capabilities to. That's where the whole idea of community comes in place. Now, we've done a community hike recently on the 2nd December, where some people cannot even hike properly, but they want to. They want to be pushed. So then you invite them into a community where everybody goes together. You feel like you're getting motivated. You feel like you have support to make it to the top. So I feel like everybody has it in them. Some people need a little hand holding, and some people are just ready and self-aware to do it by themselves.
So you just did your first baby triathlon recently. Why was that important for your brand? And what message were you sending?
Why was it important for me was for the only one reason that Ironman has always been a part of my bucket list since the last 4-5 years. This came up in COVID. I watched some Ironman video and I was like, this is so cool. Defying human limits, pushing. And I love pushing as a person. So I just put it down in my bucket list that I want to achieve a full Ironman at least once in my life. Get that tattoo somewhere on me. So obviously I started from a very small triathlon. This one was the T100, the sprint category. So you basically have to swim for 750 meters, cycle 20 kilometers and run 5 kilometers. All these things happen all together. That's what a triathlon is all about.
Right.
Why was it important for my brand? I feel like I did it for myself first and then my brand, because my brand is also all about who I am as a person. And then later on, the people, what I do with the clients. So I just wanted to do it for myself and show people that anybody can do this. Does require a little system in place, little practice. I want to pass on this message to people that things like swimming, cycling, running are basics and everybody should know or should be able to do this. If you are someone who does not want to go too deep into it, does not want to really heavily invest into these things, it's okay. You can go open water on the beach and swim for free. Yes, you just have to take care of your logistics to get there.
Yeah.
You can go run anywhere. Just get down your building and just start running.
Yeah.
So there are ways to achieve fitness even without heavily investing in them, as long as you have the will to show up and get things done. This is the bigger message that I want to pass on to people, that yes, gyms are there. You can go to fancy gyms. You can pay heavy prices of your memberships to your coaches. But even if you are not someone who is all about that, you can still keep fit and get in shape.
Mm.
So the bigger goal is to just help people move,
Mm.
help people do these simple things that would just cost them more in terms of their time and effort and not money.
Mm. I like this part, how you are also embodying at the same time. You're not someone who's just telling people to do something, but you are kind of embodying it. You are showing your clients and people around you that I stand for this. I don't only speak, but I take the action to keep myself fit, and I speak from that experience.
I think the whole idea of creating Get Built Daily was to first design a life for myself that I want to live.
Hmm.
And you may think it's selfish or not,
Hmm.
but I urge everyone to design a life in this direction.
Hmm.
First, write down or identify the kind of life you want to live. I was very clear that I want to be an athlete myself.
Hmm.
When you are working with celebrities, you're not really fully open to be able to do that.
Right.
When you run your own business, in a lot of ways you can.
Hmm.
So my business is completely designed around me being an athlete.
Hmm.
And I really believe in walking the talk.
Hmm.
So if people who want to train with me or my team, if we don't walk the talk, then how do we keep the people motivated, or how do we keep the people encouraged for them to achieve their goals?
Hmm.
So if I walk the talk, people naturally see me doing that
Hmm.
and they get pulled towards me.
Hmm.
So I always believed in, I will always attract the kind of people I want because I am a particular way, and I will only attract that kind of people who want to be putting in that kind of work.
Hmm. So, how do you manage being a coach and athlete at the same time? Do you ever feel the pressure to perform?
I don't feel the pressure to perform, but I definitely feel the pressure to keep showing up, because there are days where I'm working like 14, 15 hours a day and I really can't see time for fitting in my own training. And I'm like, if I don't train myself, I will lose my mind.
Yeah.
Because now I've reached to that point where training is my therapy. So if I don't train, I feel like my head will blow up.
Hmm.
So I just try to keep accountable to myself via my people,
Hmm.
because I am leading them. I'm setting the right examples. And no matter what, before the day starts or after the day ends, I need to just get my session in.
Hmm. So, do you ever caught in this where your friends or family or close people, they come up and tell you that you being selfish, you don't come and meet me or meet us?
I do get that. But you have to pay a certain cost or a price in order to achieve certain things. And I have lost a lot of friends in the process. I've also made a lot of new friends in the process. And the only learning I've achieved from this is the people who are true and real to you will always support you in your pursuits. Even though I would meet some of my close friends or even talk to them after months, we would still pick things up from where we left.
Hmm.
And on the other hand, people would just be like, okay, don't talk to me. They would ghost you.
Hmm.
But then I've made new friends in the process who share the same routine as I do,
Hmm.
who would meet me at the run clubs that I go to.
Hmm.
Uncommon Club is one of them,
Hmm.
who would actually take up triathlon with me.
Hmm.
Like one of my friends is Varun. And I've only realized that be choosy with the people you hang out with, because it is true. The first 3 to 5 people who you keep talking to a lot, you will some or the other ways be very replicative with how they live or how they do things.
Hmm.
Like I used to party a lot, I used to drink a lot, I used to smoke a lot before.
Hmm.
Because I used to hang out with such kind of people,
Yeah.
I would lean to be doing more of those.
Hmm.
Now, drinking to like almost none,
Hmm.
smoking to almost none.
Hmm.
Because I'm hanging out with such kind of people who don't do these things, who would just wake up early, show up for runs or like strength sessions, or who would just want to go hang out and have a nice meal. So I'm also becoming a person like that.
Hmm.
It's very important to kind of choose the people you are around with.
Hmm.
And then that kind of dictates how you are going to be living
Right.
or leading your routine regularly.
So you want to be in every building in Dubai. That's ambitious. What does that actually look like? How do you touch every fitness community?
This is a concept that I'm still working and building on, and it's in a very pilot phase.
Hmm.
But the whole idea comes from a very simple solution. As Dubai gets busy, as the traffic becomes crazy, we want to be able to reach into everyone, give them the ease of access of their own wellness communities that are situated, that are located within their own buildings. Being in Dubai, majority of the buildings have gyms, have certain small, cute spaces where they could do yoga, they could do Zumba. And that's where the idea comes in of executing my brand, which states Get Built Daily. You can just get built daily by just going literally downstairs or upstairs, wherever you have your facilities in the building, where our coaches come in, deliver the experience of you to be able to enjoy simple things in 1 hour of your day.
So are you building a fitness company or a movement?
That's a very challenging question, actually. I think Get Built Daily is not a fitness company or even a movement. Get Built Daily is a simple message. Even though people train with other companies, other personal trainers, I just want to pass this message that you have to get built daily. Because I see that even if people are training with other coaches or other companies, they go only a certain number of times to put in their sessions to stay active. I just want to pass on this message to people, encourage them, make it a much more bigger sign that speaks to people. Movement communities are also still very much like a cult. I am not trying to be a cult. I'm just trying to be a provider that is present in every space that helps them get built daily. Now, that can literally be you on the phone, on a business call, walking and taking the call. That's get built daily. It can be a baby crawling around the house. That's get built daily. It can be a mum with her newborn in the baby trolley, taking the baby trolley, walking on the kite beach, jogging on the kite beach. That's get built daily. So I just don't want to keep the brand very close to gyms. I want the brand to be able to pass on the message anywhere and everywhere.
To be on the move.
To be on the move, to be creating a culture. We are more of a culture than a movement. A culture of just showing up for yourself, doing things that would otherwise take you a lot of efforts to do. I want to build and put that message to people that it's very, very simple. Even if you do 15 minutes of some movement, you're good. It comes from ikigai, a Japanese term, which also means even if you do something as small as it takes 5 minutes of your day, of your time, it's well worth it. It will bring that impact. And that 5 minutes will slowly become 15 to 30 to 50 minutes. You won't even realize it.
So when someone thinks of fitness in Dubai, you want them to think of VK, Vivek Korwani. But what do you want your actual legacy to be?
I don't want them to think about my name. I just want them to think about Get Built Daily. So before Get Built Daily, my brand was called Built with VK. When I had this name, it was due to licensing purposes, registration purposes. There were a lot more permissions I had to go into, a lot more trademarking processes I had to go into in order to change it to Get Built Daily and get that name. But I was always clear that I don't want the brand to be known after me. I just want to be a small part of the brand. The whole vision is to expand it into something beautiful where other people like me can also come in and grow this into something special. I don't want to be associated the brand name only after me. I don't want it to be a situation where people are like, I want to come and train with VK. I want people to call other names from the brand and be like, I want to train with this person. I want to train with that person. I want to open the space up for everyone. If you match the brand's standards, we will hug and welcome you. We will train you. We will give you that platform for you to be able to excel. We will not only give you our clients, you can bring in your own clients, work with us. We will provide you the systems. We will provide you the training app. We will do the bookings for you. We will collect the payments for you. We will keep everything streamlined for you in terms of professionals. So I don't want the brand to ever be just by... The vision is to have a board of members for my brand. The vision is to be across Middle East.
Not only being just in Dubai.
Not only being just in Dubai.
So the message is for the whole GCC.
To start with. Then slowly spreading things. But yeah, the first step is to be across GCC, to across areas where there are personal trainers. Wherever personal trainers are there, I want to be there. I want to be a leader with personal trainers. I want to help them empower themselves and not cut themselves short, not struggle for business. I want to help them create content. I want to help them sell. I want to help them look apart. I want to help them groom a certain standard. So whatever criticisms they've faced in their lives, they don't have to go through that.
It was really powerful, Vivek, listening to your story from starting your journey as a 18-year young kid, getting your certification in the fitness industry, then moving to Mumbai, training A-listers, celebrities, and then moving back to Dubai and spreading this message of get built daily. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us on the mask.
Thank you for having me, Abhi. You've been really inviting, and the energy that I've felt made me to say all these things, and it's been a great couple hours.